Hello everyone, my name is Nur Amina Soleha binti Zulkifli and my metric number is D2022110476 and I'm from Group 1. So today I want to talk about research design in Report 1. So for the first part in Report 1 is about users' perception. So what in users' perception? They have two types of research, which is qualitative and quantitative. So our group are using and choose qualitative research because it's more specific to a group of elderly individuals in old folks home, which is Rumah Sejahtera, because this type of research is more appropriate as it involves interview session about the surrounding and condition of the building in the Rumah Sejahtera in Tanjung Malim, Perak. So what is qualitative research? Qualitative research is a method designed in a manner that helps reveal behavior and perception of a target audience concerning a particular topic. There are different types of qualitative research methods, such as in-depth interview, focus group, content analysis, and case study research that are usually used. In addition, qualitative research also allows for deeper understanding of the experience, perception, and opinions of the resident in the Sejahtera regarding their living environment, which can provide rich, detailed insight that are not easily captured through quantitative methods. Secondly, we have the type of interview that we use is semi-structured interview. So why we choose semi-structured interview? Because it's more suitable for the study and it combines the flexibility of open-ended question with the guidance of predetermined topics. Okay, so what is semi-structured interview actually? Semi-structured interview is a data collection method that relies on asking questions within a predetermined thematic framework. This type of interview generally used as exploratory tools in marketing, social science, survey methodology, and other research fields. This semi-structured interview are often open-ended, allowing for flexibility and asking a set of questions in a set order, allow for easy comparison between respondents, but it also can be limited. This method also allows researchers to explore specific areas of interest in depth while also giving the resident in Rumah Sejahtera to express their thought and experience in their own words. So, in the context of study involving a group of elderly in Rumah Sejahtera, semi-structure can capture perspective of the residents about the condition of the building and their living environment.
Hi, my name is Farah Nadia, and I'll be talking about the sampling method of our report. The sampling method that we use is non-probability sampling. In this method, samples are chosen based on the subjective judgments of the researcher. In other words, respondents are not chosen randomly. Instead, respondents are specifically chosen based on certain criteria. This also means that not all population members have an equal chance in participating in the study. This method is most suitable use for qualitative research. Next, I'll talk about purposive sampling, also known as selective sampling. This is a technique used in qualitative research to select a specific group of individuals for an analysis. So the participants are chosen on purpose, not randomly. Earlier, I mentioned criteria. So the participants that are chosen fit the criteria and are found to be the most suitable for specific research purpose. This allows researchers to gather in-depth information regarding specific topics. This applies. This method applies to our Rumah Sejahtera project because Rumah Sejahtera is a home for elderly people. So that's one criteria. And elderly residents of Rumah Sejahtera. Also, there aren't a lot of residents that are currently living in Rumah Sejahtera, which means that the the sample size is limited. So when the sample size is limited, purposive sampling is suitable for this kind of research. For our interview, there were only a select number of residents that were chosen for our interview.
My name is Lani, and I'm going to present about the data analysis. The aim of this analysis is to help us understand better the problem that they are facing in Rumah Sejahtera. We also interviewed the head resident, Mr. Lam Ashai, since he is the only person who can speak in Malay, and we also asked his help to translate our question to another two residents to see another problems from the other perspective. As you can see, we prepared 9 questions to see what the problem that they are facing and help us to design the solution to the problem to make them feel comfortable. During the interview, most of the residents feel satisfied and have no complaints since the building just got renovated. The only complaint that we received is from the head resident himself, said that the toilet is a bit dark and gloomy and it is covered with moss. And after the interview, we find out from the supervisor that they already reported the issue to the authorities and they are just waiting for the authorities to come fix their problems. We keep asking questions about the facilities or lack of rooms or if there's any improvement that they want, but most of them say that there's no need for improvement. So we list down the problems that we saw during our visitation.
Hello, my name is Salma and I'm going to talk about survey of user feedback that we have acquired from the resident of Rumah Sejahtera during our interview. For this interview, we have interviewed 7 people at the Rumah Sejahtera and we have showed them 3 of the feedback sketches of bedroom design from our first report. For this interview, the feedback for the question 1 is they 5 of them choose design B and 1 of them choose design A and 1 of them choose design C. For the second question is the reason why choose this design. They choose design B because they look very minimalist and old school. It's also because it has a lot of space and not crowded. For the question 3, is there anything that you think should be added or removed? Some of them say there's no need to be removed or changed, and some of them ask to put a table fan because they already have the ceiling fan. And some of them also suggest to change the bed position, and it is prefer not to have bed beside the doors. For the question 4, what color of the walls, curtain, and carpet do you prefer for this room? Some of them have different opinions, such as wall needs to be white, while Mr. Khairul prefer it to be light green, and Mr. Song wants the wall to be red. And for the question 5, do you have any other opinions about the position of the item in this room? Everyone is okay. After we conducted 2 interviews before designing and after design, the result came out with 5 out of 7, which is 90% of the respondents in Rumah Sejahtera chose design B. One chose design in A and the other chose design C. The response that we received from the residents were generally positive. One of them said that it would be better for the position of the bed to be changed so that it would be easy access for the wheelchair. And most of them wanted a simple color that convey relaxation and comfort.
After the interview that we have conducted, we came up with 3 designs. So I made 3 sketches, which is design A, design B, and design C. So these 3 sketches have minor differences. As you can see, there are different positions. There are the existence of the lazy chair, and some of them are exchanged with a small 2-seat sofa. But overall, the differences are mostly from the curtains. We are using different curtains, and also the positioning of some items, like I mentioned before. So after we conducted an interview for the users' feedback, we are able to create another sketch which we use to be the final sketch and the final design. So there are 2 images here, which is black and white, and the simplified colorized ones. The colored ones are the ones that we asked what's their preferred colors, which is most of them are more leaning towards a minimalistic type of colorings, which is the reason why of the gray and simplified tones, not much going there, and it was pretty old school and pretty suitable for them, as they are senior citizens and they do not wish to have a very contrast type of rooms, as it will not be preferable to them, as they are pretty much very simple. So we changed the positioning of the bedrooms, the overall of the positioning of the items and most of the stuff, as we found out one of our respondents is actually wheelchair bound. He specifically told us that he doesn't wish to have his bed beside, like in front of the door, which is the reason why we put the bed over on the wall, where the doors are not going to be holding him back, or just to make sure that he is able to access the bed without doing much. So yes, we did quite a lot of things. You can see from the pictures above, I use a simulation from the game named The Sims 4. We use the built-in engine that are able to help us to visualize the whole room that we created through our final sketch. As you can see, the colors and everything use every elements that we get from the feedbacks and the positionings. Everything seems to be minimalistic and old school, just like they preferred.